Recently I decided I was going to learn Shield Fighter, in hopes I could take this into HR to have exhilarating 1v1 battles versus the meanest, angriest barbarians out there. I've heard rumors that there will be some interesting rewards for HR ranks, so I thought, why not try it out and test my mettle? Everything started off quite okay, and this 1v1 in a normals mode felt incredible, as if it could be very successful. However, fighting fully juiced barbarians with a shield that you're not familiar with didn't go that well. And truthfully, HR isn't quite what it used to be. It's more of a gathering of people that just want to go their separate ways. And if you're the guy to shoot that crossbow bolt first, or fires the first shot, per se, you are a bad individual. The second you cross that line, it's like getting 5 stars in GTA immediately. Everyone knows you're the person to kill. Or at least, they see you and they go, well look, let's just all deal with him together so we can get our AP and get on with our lives. Truthfully, I stepped away from high roller HR on my fighter class for quite a while, and in the early days, there was a lot of PvPing, a lot of fighting, consistently, basically dueling other players to try to earn your way through all of the rotating maps. Now, with this long, drawn-out, free map system, there is much more, let's just say much more teaming. A lot more people just want to get to demi-god before the season ends, and the only way to do that quickly and very successfully is going runes, crypts, high roller hell, and so on and so forth. Gear is absolutely meaningless, and I run into this problem all the time. I see purple and blues that would be very, very useful on my fighter class to PvP and have really cool engagements with, and I immediately realize it costs me so much AP to bring it out. It's almost pointless. And with the amount of people that are just surviving raid after raid after raid through ruins, into crypts, into hell, or inferno, there's just gear everywhere. So you can buy stuff for super cheap. We get ourselves in a little bit of a mix-up here. I did not want to jump down when I originally did. However, Slayer Fighter's action speed feels as smooth as butter when you're swinging that falchion for probably 70 plus damage, sometimes 100 damage quite easily if you get a decent falchion. After this, we have a little nasty rogue trying to steal our loot. And, like I said, once you fire that first crossbow bolt, you are labeled. And this rogue is not a big fan of me trying to get what I deserve from my kill. Luckily a blue falchion deletes him from the game. And now, this is when I sort of had somewhat of a revelation or realization of what's going on. Even if you're killing people in the lobby, no one else is actually fighting. Players will simply just watch, maybe wait for their moment if they see you're weak, or just loot from the scraps that you left behind. And for me personally, my brain just can't fathom just constantly being friendly with every person you run into. But I'm starting to realize, if you want good PvP or just fun engagements, you really just need to go into normals and fight people. Put on +2 vigor kits or +2 agility kits and kind of get an idea of what you're trying to get for a build, and just run it. Run it into duos or trios or whatever. It's way more fun and such a more joyful experience for me. Anytime I have been in decent PvP lately in high roller, the player I'm fighting is so juiced. Like, they know that it'd take an absolute god kit to beat them. So those are the guys that are fighting. Like, the people that are fighting are the people that you really need to avoid.
Would you like them?
And meanwhile,
Would you like a necklace? Do you need one?
the rest of everyone else is just chilling, trying to get to demi-god or exemplar or whatever their rank, handing out freebies, you know, chatting about their day, enjoying the dungeon, exploring adventure.
What a man.
Yeah, so this raid was absolutely incredible. It was one of the strangest experiences I've ever had in Dark considering. I'm usually the person swinging first, or shooting the crossbow first. I shoot on sight. I do not mess around. I don't trust people. I like the idea that you have to be afraid of everyone you're running into. It gets in this weird, confusing state now where it's like, oh, like, am I the bad guy now because I'm attacking people? And then also the fact is, I'm losing AP every time I pick up a piece of gear, pretty much. I'm also losing AP every time I waste half my inventory of meds fighting somebody, and then can't go into Howling Crypts or into Inferno because I've burned through all my campfires or whatnot. It's a little silly. I didn't realize how bad it was until this raid.
You guys going down to the crypt.
Yeah.
He was calling me
It's
a
the only way to
ranger,
get AP. That's why I basically
I'm
can't.
Call me
sorry.
a ranger.
The hood threw me off. I'm sorry.
There's like no point of playing Goblin Caves. It's really no point.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
You just lose AP, and if you fight people, it's just a waste of your time because the gear is worthless.
I don't know. I did just recently get a gold chest out of Goblin Cave. So.
Jesus.
What?
Okay. And that guy let me know that he actually got it from doing Cave Troll. It's kind of unique. Later on, we hear a lot of voices. And throughout this raid, I was seeing people darting all around just breaking shit, looting shit. No one even took a second glance at somebody to swing a weapon. It just wasn't going to happen. So, this is when I became friendly in Dark and Darker, basically. Didn't have much choice. So, I would like to see a Stimpy video or something where it's some sort of like holy hand grenade, and you could place it in the middle of all these individuals. That would be prime content. The prime content in Dark and Darker HR right now is just hoping two individuals actually fight so we can all watch, apparently.
No, party.
Who's doing it?
Yeah, I think you're gonna die right after me.
No, it's not. Nobody knows what it is except for me.
I ain't looting shit, I'm taking reds.
Oh my god! He's up there.
Hello?
There's only 5
Hey,
of us,
guys.
dude.
I heard there's gonna be a brawl.
Not even enough for a gangbang.
Fair fight. Fair fight. You guys should fist fight
Oh, there's
for
a
it.
team. There's 2 players down there that want to fight.
Gonna fall out of Pathfinder if I die.
What are these guys? Who do they think this? What do they think this is? A game where you fight each other? We then caught wind that someone was fighting cockatrice, so, like all good friends do, we decided to help the guy secure some of his questing as he needed to kill. Yeah, this is truthfully something I never thought I'd experience. I did accidentally smack that barbarian, but that was about the extent of my PvP experience in Dark and Darker during HR that day. I didn't just stop in ruins. If you ever went down to hell, these same characters would be friendly, jolly, play you songs, open lion's head's chest for you, and everyone was just scurrying around looting. Sometimes it was even difficult to find enough portals because so many people were still alive. I'm not sure what type of information this is giving Iron Mace, but I hope there's some changes going forward. I don't need Dark and Darker to be a full-blown PvP bloodbath every game. But right now it definitely feels a little off. Like it doesn't feel rewarding to show off any of your skills, and like I said earlier, anyone that is fighting is just like juiced gods that most times I can't compete with. So anyway, I'm not sure where this goes from here. I hope you guys all do try and get demi-god. I think from what I understand there may be some rewards that are interesting. I'm going to try to get demi-god. I don't know if I'll have enough time. I hope I do. This will likely be my experience for the rest of that journey, and I just basically have to accept it. I don't think there's any turning back. I cannot fight all these players and be successful. I'm just not that good. I'm not good enough for that. So, I wish you guys all the best of luck on your journeys. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe some of you may be avoiding HR for this reason. Who knows? I just know the game definitely feels a lot different than earlier iterations.